Welcome to Resume Development. This video will teach you how to write a resume. Today I will cover the purpose of a resume format most preferred by employers, sections that are commonly included in a resume, including education, experience, skills, and interests, and finally a few things to avoid when writing your resume. So let's get started. So what is the purpose of a resume? Your resume is your personal marketing tool to get you an interview. The resume can also be used to help you network and connect. Let's begin by talking about formatting. We recommend using the chronological resume format because it is the format most preferred by employers. In this format, the most recent information should appear first within each section. Dates should be listed in reverse chronological order from most recent to least recent. And as with any format, this one needs to be easy to read and scan. You're not writing an essay, so the margins can be very small. 11-point font is best, but if you need to go smaller, just don't go smaller than a 10-point font. Make sure your section headings stand out by doing things like using bold, all caps, or even dividing the sections up with lines. The use of bold and bullet points can help direct the reader's eye to important information that you want to stand out. Keep your resume to 1 page in length. Now we will take a look at each section of your resume a little closer. Your heading will be listed at the top of your resume. In your heading, you need to put your name, city and state that you reside in, phone number, and professional email address. By professional email address, I mean if your email address is anything other than your name, you need to create a new one to use while job searching. Next up is the education section. This section should include your institution, program of study, and graduation date. You do not have to put your GPA, but if it is above a 3.0, I would highly encourage you to put it on here. Sometimes there is additional information that you may want to include. Here is an example of how you might include honors and relevant coursework. Be sure you are only listing courses that are relevant to the position you are applying for. Let's move on to the experience section. The experience section is the meat of your resume. In this section, you will include jobs, internships, self-employment, and volunteer work. Make sure you include your job title, the date you were employed, the company name, and the city and state you were employed in. Now, taking a look at writing the bullet points for the experience section. Most people struggle with this section. Make sure you use bullet points as it makes it easier to read and scan. You want to avoid saying things like duties included and responsible for. Instead, focus on highlighting your skills. Start each bullet with an action-oriented verb or skill so that you can make it clear to the reader your abilities. Use present tense if you still work there, and past tense if you no longer work there. Make sure to vary your choice of verbs. Do not repeat the same one over and over. Tailor your experiences to the position for which you are applying for. In addition, quantify and highlight your results, achievements, and impacts whenever possible. Look at this example. Before, they stated created a brochure. After, they changed it and said created a marketing brochure using InDesign to generate greater customer interest in the company's new fall line of clothing. Highly praised by the director of marketing. You can see how the after version gives the reader a much better idea of not only the person's skills, but also the software program that the person utilized, as well as the result of their work on the project. Who would you hire, the before or the after? Here is another great example of how your experience section might look. Now here are a few examples of power words you could include on your resume. Keep in mind that there are attributes and skills beyond the technical that are really valued by employers. They might be able to train you on their software program, but they cannot teach you leadership and interpersonal skills. In a survey done by the National Association of Colleges and Employers, these were some of the key attributes that employers seek. Be sure when you are writing your bullets that you highlight these types of skills as well. The skills section is commonly used to give employers a quick overview of your skills. This section is typically included at the bottom of your resume. When listing skills, stick to computer, technical, or languages. Don't put soft skills here. Soft skills are better off highlighted in your experience section. A few tips before submitting your resume. Make sure you get feedback from several people, including a career counselor. Have somebody whose writing skills you trust proofread your resume for spelling and grammar errors. Remember, you can include unpaid experiences on your resume as well, and make sure you are using a readable font. Make sure you do not do these things. Do not exceed 1 page, don't have any typos, don't lie or embellish your experiences, and don't compare yourself to your peers. Be you. Here is an example of what a resume might look like when you have it all put together. Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to contact us with any questions.